And joining us now is Congressman Adam Smith, Democrat from the state of Washington. He's the top Democrat on the House Armed Services Committee. Congressman Smith, with your expertise in these armed services matters, what sense have you made of this so far?
Well, and we got a brief today. I was in the briefing that Secretary Rubio, Pete Hegseth, CIA Director Radcliffe, and Chairman Kaine gave, which laid it out. My biggest sense is they have a whole bunch of different rationales for why they're doing this, and they don't have a clear sense of what it is they're trying to accomplish. And Senator Kelly's absolutely right. President Trump sort of did this on a whim without making any effort to make the case to the American people or Congress or to Congress as to why. Now they keep saying, we have specific objectives and we're going to go at it until we achieve those objectives. They've not made clear what those objectives are. It's moved around a lot. Is it regime change? And I think in your opening monologue, you laid out the major flaws with regime change as the objective here. Is it to stop their nuclear program? Is it to stop ballistic missiles? And how will we know when we've achieved it? So we don't have that. And the second big thing is this has spread. Now we have Hezbollah and Israel back at war. We have all of the Gulf states facing an endless the flow of drones and missiles. They can defend against some of it. They can't defend against all of it. The Middle East is embroiled in a war they haven't seen in 60 years because Donald Trump made a rash decision without an adequate explanation for why or what the goal is.
So, Congressman Smith, you were in a briefing with the Secretary of Defense, Secretary of State, and those things that are vague to us and that have been shifting since it started with Donald Trump's public comments about trying to stop a nuclear program or trying to have regime change. You came out of that with no more clarity? You couldn't get a clear response from them about this is the objective. When this objective is achieved, it's over? You couldn't get an answer to that?
But I have a best guess, but then also I did not get that clear sense of, okay, when is it going to be achieved? I mean, the best way to sort of sum it up in terms of what I think they're trying to do is they want to punch Iran in the face. They want to weaken them as much as possible. So the hope is that at the end of it, no matter who is in charge of Iran, they will be basically bent to our will. They'll be afraid to do anything. And there's 1,000 different flaws with that approach. First of all, we don't know what the government's going to be. Second of all, to your point, he's telling all the people of Iran, rise up, take your government. That's not actually what he's building for here. All they're going to do is rise up and get slaughtered by the IRGC because there is no plan to actually remove them from power. So I think that is basically it. Now, they've been dishonest about it. They haven't even told us where Iran was at with their nuclear weapons. And also, when do you achieve that objective that I just described? Is it when 80% of their missiles are gone? Is it when their nuclear program is once again obliterated? Is it when half of the leadership is killed, half of the IRGC is killed? That is what there was no clarity on whatsoever. When are these objectives going to be achieved? And meanwhile, while they're trying to achieve these undefined objectives, people are dying. The entire region is in chaos, and it's also impacting the globe. Not just is Trump not dealing with the affordability crisis in housing, but what he's doing is going to drive prices up even further. Oil, natural gas, the general disruption of trade throughout the region is going to hurt Americans.
Congressman Adam Smith, thank you very much for joining us tonight.
Thanks, Lawrence.